Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kyle Davis Show, where I play Truck Simulator and I talk about politics. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Well, today's video, I'm going to talk about white privilege and how it's probably one of the biggest lies in America as of today. White privilege is a myth, it is a lie, and it is something that needs to stop now. White privilege is the idea that you can't do something because you're black. That is absolutely bullcrap. Black people have lots of things that protect them and that basically let them do anything a white person can. Black people have other things such as affirmative action that basically get them into places such as jobs or even colleges, and they don't even have to get in under their own talent. They can just slide right in because they're a minority group. And here's the funny thing. I don't hear anyone complaining about Asians. Have you heard the stereotype? Anything you can do, an Asian can do better. Like, I'm not saying it's right all the time, but there are quite a few Asians who are. So basically, the statistic is Asians are the richest subgroup in America. They're probably the richest group in America. They have PhDs and doctoral degrees, and they're getting all the jobs. They're getting a lot of the jobs, and they're getting a lot of, and no one is complaining about that. They're only complaining about white privilege. So I challenge you, if you're actually still watching up to this point, look up the Asian minority or the Asian group class in America. What are they doing? What are they accomplishing? And I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in the 40s and 50s to where they were the most hurted, and the 40s and 50s, they were the most hated on group in America. Probably even more so than blacks. Oh, come on, maybe. Yet all we hear about is how blacks were the only ones who were being targeted. Not true. But so here's the thing with white privilege. So if someone were to say, you're white, you're Christian, you're rich, you have no say in anything because you've never dealt with discrimination or oppression, so you should keep your mouth shut. My response is, white privilege, that in itself, or what you're saying, is racist. White privilege is racist. White privilege is racism. What is racism? It's racism is basically prejudice against someone or a predetermined thought against someone because of their skin color. So white privilege is looking at someone and assuming they've never had a struggle because they're white, which is absolute bullshit. White people go through hardships all the time. No, it may not be in the same magnitude. It may not be on the same scale. But everyone goes through hardships. Everyone has problems. No one's life is perfect. And so, again, here's the problem with white privilege is it's trying to pre-describe, predetermine what you are based on your skin color. That's racism. And that's the problem, is because it's dividing the country. No, I'm not going to apologize for who I am. And if you use white privilege against me, then at that point, you're racist. No one knows you just because of your skin color. I cannot assume of anything or anyone because of skin color. That's absolute bullcrap. And that's what claiming someone who's white as white, someone who's white privileged, is doing. And that's going to be another argument that someone who disagrees with you, if you're having an argument or something, and you're called white privileged because you have a different viewpoint, that's ridiculous. I don't necessarily know if saying white privilege is politically correct, but that's what the left is always trying to do. They're always trying to make sure their insults or what they're saying is politically correct. So what they're doing is they're basically calling you a racist by saying you're white privileged. But they're saying, yeah, they're trying to say you're racist, but in actuality, they're the ones who are racist because they're calling you white privilege. Again, it's complete and utter bullcrap. Blacks nowadays have the unemployment rate has gone way down, and economically they're doing amazing. In fact, I would say it's in some cases harder for a white person than it is for a black person, due to, like I was talking about, affirmative action. There's, when you go to the unemployment office or businesses, basically they need to demonstrate an equal, what's the word I'm looking for? They need to show that they're culturally diverse. And the way they do that is by employing a percentage of their employees as black, or some of them have to be black. That's affirmative action. And so when there are companies and things and places who will go to these unemployment offices and say, I need a couple of black people, they can get right on it right away, very quickly. Or if a black person is trying to get a job, they are more likely than not going to get a job interview, most likely on the simple fact that they're black. That's how it works. Now, it should work the other way around too. If you're a male nurse, or you're a male and you're trying to get into nursing or psychology or something that's female dominated, you should be able, based on affirmative action, to get into those places simply because you're a male. However, obviously that's not how it's going to work, because both nursing and especially psychology are one of the most liberal democratic fields there are. And so they are going to subscribe to the notion that white privilege exists, that the gender pay gap exists, when in reality it's all bullcrap. They're going to try and teach these policies that men are oppressing women, and that men need to do a better job of, whatever, when in some cases it's the woman's fault. But in that situation, woman would have to be identified as the aggressor and not as the victim. And you would never, ever, ever see that happen. Not in today's society. You would never see women being played as the aggressor. They're always going to be playing the victim. And to be moving away from that would be to be moving away from, oh pity me, oh poor me, oh me too. The whole Me Too movement is absolute bull crap. Now, I'm not saying that if you were raped or something, that's tragic, should be taken care of, you should get counseling, therapy, whatever you need. But we're not going to take, women should not be believed solely on their word. And that was proved with Brett Kavanaugh when he was falsely accused of rape. And those women, I don't think they did, but they should go to prison for falsely accusing someone, because at that point it ruined his life. It's going to hit on his career, and it's not going to be forgotten. It should be forgotten, but it's not going to be. And the women who claimed false rape, nothing's happened to them. Nothing is going to happen as a result. They're just like, oh, yeah, well, oh, 14. Alright, whatever. But, yeah. I think it's I'm supposed to be instructing that. I'm not too worried. Dang it! Thank you. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap that one up. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Make a comment if you want. Please like. Watch some of my other videos. If you've got nothing else to do, just trying to kill some time. Alright. Thanks for watching. Bye.